Today's top story is about US President Donald Trump's reciprocal tariffs, a move that has global markets on edge. With the White House set to announce the new tariffs at 12:30 a.m. Indian Standard Time on Thursday, the world is bracing for its impact. Over the weekend, Trump made it very clear no country is exempted. The tariffs will hit all countries, ending the speculation that some allies might get a free pass. This announcement has already sent ripple effect across the global trade markets. White House Press Secretary Karoline doubled down, saying, and I quote, "The president will be announcing a tariff plan that will roll back the unfair trade practices that have been ripping off our country for decades." Unquote. But what does this mean for the economy? Let me tell you the opinion of experts. Experts are increasingly worried that we could be heading towards a stagflation, a dreaded economic condition where inflation and recession exist at the very same time. Now you see, this stagflation is a worst case scenario for the economists. It means that the prices keep rising, which is a signal of inflation, and the economic growth remains stagnant, which is a signal of recession. In addition to this, the unemployment stays at all-time high. It keeps on increasing. So why the situation is so tricky? Well, the unusual thing is that the usual tools to fix inflation or recession can make the other problem worse. For example, cutting interest rates can boost growth but worsen inflation. Then raising them can curb inflation but kill jobs. Experts fear that Trump's economic policies, including tariffs, mass firing of public sector employees, and shutting down government programs, are creating the perfect storm for the phenomena of stagflation. And the numbers don't really look good either. Yardani research raised the odds of stagflation hitting the United States this year from 35 to 45%. Goldman Sachs increased its recession risk estimate from 20 to 35%, and Moody's raised its recession forecast from 15 to 40%. Key warning signs include falling customer sentiment, stock market decline, and persistent inflation. As tariffs increase costs, companies will likely to pass the burdens on to the consumers, making everything more expensive. Wall Street is already feeling the heat. Major indices like S&P 500, Dow Jones, and Nasdaq have been seeing a sharp decline in anticipation of these tariffs. Investors are worried that higher costs for businesses will lead to lower corporate profits, sparking a broader sell-off in the stock markets across the world. Now, experts say that if a trade war was to escalate, markets could enter a prolonged period of volatility. Adding to the chaos is Elon Musk's Department of Government Efficiency, DOGE. Yes, that's the actual name, DOGE. Musk has been aggressively cutting government jobs, with estimates suggesting around 1 million, I repeat, 1 million Americans could lose employment due to the direct firing of the shutdown of the government agencies, government programs. The impact is huge. The construction and agricultural industries, which rely heavily on the immigrant labor, are expected to take a big hit due to Trump's crackdown on immigration. The formula is simple. Less workforce equals to less production equals to higher prices equals to economic shutdown, economic slowdown. So how the world is responding to the whole situation? The European Union, EU, is already preparing to fight back. European Commission Chief made it very clear, and I quote, "We are open to negotiations, but we have a strong plan to retaliate if necessary." If Trump moved forward with the tariffs, the European Union is ready to hit back with countermeasures. The fear now is a full-blown global trade war. Countries like China, Canada, and the European Union are all watching very closely, and also we. If they retaliate, we could see a domino effect that shakes global markets. With Trump's tariffs set to be announced at 12:30 a.m. Indian Standard Time on Thursday, all eyes will be on how global markets react. Will the US economy withstand the pressure, or are we heading for a major downturn? Economists are already raising red flags, and the future of world economy don't really look good.